Analyzing and comparing documents are some of the most repetitive tasks that people in finance, insurance, and healthcare need to go through on their day-to-days, even in super high-value tasks. However, AI assistants can help you significantly improve and run this process. And in this video, you will come with me and see how we can build an AI assistant to assist document processing using Stack AI. Today, we'll look at a company called Light Capital, a fictional company that works in the financial services sector and needs to consistently analyze prudential reports from different banks on the performance of different companies. To get started on building this assistant, we will go to our Stack AI dashboard and create a new project from scratch. Our project will consist of a few components. First, a language model that can analyze all this text. We will use an Anthropic model since these models are more suited to analyze large volumes of text. Then, allow the user to upload documents, and in a way in which document search node can expose them, and then add a dynamic vector store where our documents can be filtered in order to surface the most relevant content to the language model. We simply connect the output of a document to this vector database, send the output of the vector database to the LLM, and send the response of the LLM to the output of the entire project. When analyzing documents, we probably will want to ask multiple questions as criteria for how to compare them. So we will add a few set of inputs, 3 of them, telling us which sections of the documents to look into. We'll connect these sections to the vector database, and then connect them as well to the language model so we can have them as reference. Once that is done, we just need to configure our language model and vector database. We'll set up a vector database to return enough characters to provide further analysis of a document. We'll provide with 15,000 characters, which will allow the LLM to look at enough parts of the document to come up with conclusions. And then enable it to answer multiple questions, which will look at all these different criteria and serve as the most relevant answers. For instance, part 1, part 2, and part 3. We then go ahead and configure our language model by setting up a prompt that will look at these criteria, the documents from the user, and answer with their respective analysis. We will say, documents uploaded by the user, and simply point to the output of our vector database, like 0. Then we will specify that the criteria comes from the 3 different inputs of the user, in 1, in 0, and in 2 criteria, to compare the documents. And simply we point towards these points. In 0, in 1, and finally E2. With all of this set up, we'll see that our project is completely set for running. We can save it and publish it and have it ready to run in production. And once the project has been successfully exported, we can go to the export section and export a form to share and analyze these documents in Small Automation. We will enable it to share the input of the document and the different criteria, say like criteria 0, criteria 2, and document 1, get the final output, style it accordingly to our goals with a simple color and formatting font, and then get an URL to share it with the rest of our organization. Going to our project URL, we just need to open the form, and in here we can start analyzing it. For this example, we will upload a few documents from our analysis of a company called Acme Inc. from 4 different banks. And from those analyses, and compare them based on their forecasts, key products detected, and how do they contradict each other. We just click submit and let the AI do its magic. And with that, we have a full report on how these documents compare and contrast to each other, which we can copy and download and keep running for the analysis of this document. With this, we have a fully functional AI analyst to analyze and compare documents from any source and any length. Thank you very much.